All right, our nation's veterans storming Washington, D.C. Sunday, protesting the government shutdown that closed memorials dedicated to their service.
But one picture stood out, this wounded warrior carrying a barricade on a Segway all the way to the White House. Joining us now is that very hero on a mission, Army Staff Sergeant Alex Haregi. Good morning, Sergeant.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. You know, we're all analyzing that picture left and right. It was certainly all over Twitter. Tell us what was going on physically around you at that time and in your heart while you were moving that barricade.
Okay, so me and my couple friends decided we were going to go to the World War II Memorial to support the event, and because we thought, it's wrong to shut down the memorials because that's where these vets go to pay their respects to their brothers that they fought and bled with in World War II and stuff like that. So we showed up, listened to the speeches, and then from there we went to the Lincoln Memorial. And when we were at the Lincoln Memorial, the state police started putting the barriers back up, and people took them away from them. And when we were getting ready to go over to the White House, one of my friends said we should grab the barriers so that they don't put them back up. And that's when we started grabbing the barriers.
You did. And, the common response on Twitter is wow, just wow, seeing you do that. Sergeant, why did you go on Sunday?
Like I said, I went because, to me, for them to close down the memorials where these guys go and pay their respects to their brothers is just wrong. Sometimes it feels like we're used as pawns, and we shouldn't be used as pawns. We fought, we bled, we've lost friends, and that's our right to go see them, and we should be allowed to go see them whenever we want.
Absolutely. So you grabbed that barricade, and why was it important for you to bring it to the White House? What was the message?
Well, the only reason we grabbed them was because we didn't want them to get put right back up after we left.
Sure.
And so that's the only reason we grabbed them.
And Sergeant, how hard was that? I mean, you're sitting there on a Segway. You have injuries from war you're still recovering from. How tough was it grabbing those barricades and bringing it all the way over there?
Well, I was already on my Segway, and when one of my friend's buddies put it on he was carrying it, and I told him that we can probably put it on the Segway and balance it out so he doesn't have to carry, it's a long walk. So we put it on the Segway, and it worked out just fine. It wasn't hard at all.
Sergeant, a lot of people are assuming that veterans are being used as political pawns. What do veterans want? What's really on their hearts right now?
I do think that we're being used as pawns because whenever our government disagrees on something, it seems like the first thing that gets threatened are our pay and our benefits.
Like sequester?
Right. And, we volunteered for this, and a lot of people on the comments of that picture are saying that, well, we volunteered for it, and they're absolutely right. We did volunteer for it. And I personally volunteered because I want my kids to grow up the way I grew up in the country, being free, going to school, not having to worry about stepping on the ID on the way to school. And as long as we're volunteering, then those people are commenting saying that I volunteered for it, so whatever, then they don't have to get drafted.
And Sergeant, you are wounded, I understand, on Easter Sunday 2012 in Afghanistan. You stepped on an IED. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Right now, I'm just, I walk everywhere just about. If I have somewhere I'm going to be walking for a long period of time, I use my Segway that was given to me by Segs for Vets. And, I get around pretty good, so I'm pretty lucky.
You sure do.
Sergeant, how many kids do you have?
I have three. I have 2 boys and a girl, 8-year-old boy, a 5-year-old boy, and a
Say
1-year-old
hello
girl.
to them this morning.
Do.
I will.
They must be proud of their dad, and we're certainly thankful for your service, Sergeant. Thank you for all that you do, including all that you did this weekend.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
All right. He's still active duty. All right, 4 minutes down before the top of the hour.